We just got some huge news. The Long Island Greenway is actually getting expanded and has plans to keep going in the next year. This means 175 miles from Manhattan all the way to Montauk across the entire island. I know we're pumped for it. So we wanted to give you guys some tips on your guys' next long distance ride to make sure they're A-okay. Even if you don't plan on riding across Long Island, this video will still help you with your commutes or your scenic ride. First, let's talk about what you can do to your board to get it best prepared for your next ride. There's two things that you guys can do to maximize your board's range without doing a major modification. One being wheels, the other being gearing. Using a wheel with a smaller diameter not only allows the motor to spin the wheel with less power, it also creates less friction, which means you can coast and roll easier. Let's take these 97mm wheels for example. These are smaller, so they're gonna take less power to rotate, and in addition, you can see how smooth they are. This will cause less friction with the ground, meaning that there's less rolling resistance. This results in you being able to coast for longer distances. As for your gear ratios, increasing the size of your motor pulley will increase your efficiency and range while decreasing your torque. We're not gonna do many changes to this board because our route is actually extremely efficient. We're gonna keep our wheels and our gear ratio as they are to make sure our board is still just as capable. Now that we've picked out all our parts and got it mounted on the board, it's time for us to choose where we're gonna ride. While we do have all-terrain wheels to give us versatility to ride wherever we want, we're choosing to ride on this nice, smooth, paved trail. Personally, I've definitely noticed that there's an increased range when you're on smoother surfaces. This is caused by a decrease in friction, less power being outputted to roll, along with longer stints where you don't need to apply throttle. Speaking of these longer stints, it's important to maintain a constant speed that you feel safe at during your trip. Whether you're on pavement or off-road, continuously stopping and starting will almost always use up more power. To the point of not stopping and starting as much throughout your trip, this is where trails can be a huge benefit. A lot of people assume that the roadways would be the most efficient and direct route, but that's not the case all the time. For example, in my personal situation, this trail is not only a shorter distance than the road, but it also allows me to stop less because I go through less intersections. Hills are a part of any long journey that will definitely drain your battery the most. The only option other than avoiding the hill is to attack it directly and smoothly. Carving, swerving, or going at a low speed is not going to save you any battery since you are going up the same amount of elevation. One way to combat the battery loss with inclines is to use regenerative braking on your declines. You might be able to make up some of the battery that you used going up the hill. We hope this video helps you with your next commute or scenic ride. Be sure to check out our other videos for more riding content, tips, and tricks. Thanks for watching. Speaking of these long...
And good.
As for your gear ratios, increasing your motor... No.